okay? You turn it off again, I will find you in contempt of court. All right? So you will spend 10 days in the Cobb County Jail. You turn the video off again, okay? Did you understand me, Miss Bouvier? Did you understand me, Miss Bouvier? Unmute yourself and say so.
Defiant.
Miss Bouvier, I'm going to ask you one more time. I'm going to excuse you from this hearing. I'm going to find you in contempt, and I will pick you up. And your child will then go to Mr. Habib.
Ooh.
Unmute.
I stand behind my documents. For the record, I stand behind my documents.
You can stand behind whatever you want. Do not unmute like I asked you. Miss Marshall, go ahead.
Lock her up. Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Remove Miss Bouvier from these proceedings.
Yes, ma'am.
I find you in contempt of court. 10 days in the Cobb County Jail. Child will be presented to Mr. Habib. These matters will be continued thereafter.
I want you guys to notice at the beginning of this video, my guy at the bottom had a frown on his face. By the end, he was trying to fight back. A smile, right? He wanted her to keep on shooting herself in the foot. This is insane. I think what's crazier to me is that you really think about this. This is what he was dealing with. He was going through this. Let's check out some comments real quick. This commenter says, some people are their own worst enemy. You don't play with judges at all. Now she's over there in jail. Somebody else here says the ego is the enemy. Here's another commenter who says sisterhood can't help you in court, ma'am. Right. Could you imagine dealing with that at home? Could you imagine if she's willing to go to jail? It shows you why this man was so stressed and was so angry, right? Seeing her act out in the courtroom was bring back flashbacks of him living in hell up in that house. Here's somebody else who says, just stubborn. Stand up, judge. Somebody else here says, she has the right to remain silent. She doesn't have to answer any questions. Man. Crazy. Crazy. And somebody else here responded back and said, this ain't arrest. This is a custody case. Yeah. That is wild. And finally, our last comment here says, she was way too patient with this woman. Yeah, she was trying. She was trying. The caption of this next video is, tearful mom believes she deserves more money than the orders allow and won't agree to anything.
I am going to set child support at $358 a month. I am going to set medical support at $74 a month. Dental support at $10 a month. All start dates will be October 1st, 2024. Ms. Curry, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say that doesn't cover what you do. I can't afford him to pay anymore. 9% of his gross, I have to give him credit for his other children. I've given him credit for 2 other children. And so that's what it is.
So that's not even $400 a month. That's $50 a week per kid. That's nothing.
Okay.
How am I supposed to support kids? That's not 50%.
What I'm supposed to do is set his child support at guidelines. It's not supposed to be 50%. It's supposed to be 20% of his net income, not 50% of what their expenses are.
I understand. Can we take in his pay stubs into consideration of his actual pay stubs?
Mr. Bennett, what we can do is we can make this a temporary order, and y'all.
No, I don't want a temporary order. If you want to find.
See, she's being difficult. The judge's trying to work something out. She's being difficult.
Then this is fine. Then it's fine.
What would a temporary order do for me?
It would just make it temporary, and you could come back and see if if you could find more proof or evidence of income, or have him bring his paycheck stubs.
No, I'll just make it final and I can modify it in 3 years.
You can modify it when there's been a change of circumstance.
So you're saying $10 for dental?
Or she's over there crying. Yeah, let another guy who has multiple kids get you pregnant.
How much for medical?
$74 a month for medical.
And that's for both kids. That's not each kid.
That's for both kids.
So okay. So I'm basically getting $400 a month to support his portion.
To do what, ma'am? You're
I'm
getting 20% of his net income.
And we're not gonna
20% of his net income. I'm sorry. What's the percentage, Miss Peoples?
So Judge, it's 20.63%.
63% of his net income, which is what he's supposed to pay, given that you have 2 children with him and he has 2 other children that he's obligated to support.
Okay.
Okay.
There are several requests. First request being made by the plaintiff is that I order the kids not to refer to their new stepmom as either mom or mama. That's in effect what you've asked. So just so I understand, you want me to order the kids not to do that, and then if they do it, you want me to hold them in contempt and maybe fine them or lock the kids up for doing it? Is that what you want, ma'am?
No, I just was requesting this because I feel it blurs the boundaries, and I feel
Well, I'm saying you want me to order the kids not to do that.
no, I just wanted it to be ordered for her not to be called that because they are.
It's the kids who call her. It's the kids who say it. So if the kids call her that, what do you want me to do?
I understand, but they are telling the kids to call her that, and they're confused by it. So I just feel like it's
Kids
inappropriate.
they have 2 moms. They have a mom and they have a stepmom right now. And I'm not going to get into what is appropriate in there. I mean, it's micromanaging. Let the kids be kids. They're only 6, 5, and 2, aren't they?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Yeah.
It doesn't sound like you're very have much self thought about. You're afraid the kids are gonna see her as the mom or something like that. The kids are growing up; they'll know you're the mom. I'm not gonna tell them as long as they don't call somebody derogatory names. I don't care what they do because I'm not gonna hold the kids in contempt for calling her that.
Right. I understand that.
All right, so I'm gonna deny that motion. You got one here that you want to exchange some about the holidays because you got week on, week off. Well, I'm not going to be modifying an order. You mean you don't want to exchange for Christmas or whatever else is in here according to the holiday schedule? Is that what you're asking for?
Yes, Your Honor. Ryan and I agreed just to keep the schedule the same, just week on, week off, and not go back and forth during the holidays.
Okay, so I guess I don't need to do anything because you guys agree to it. You guys can do whatever. You guys can do whatever you want on holidays. I mean, you need a court order saying what? Eliminate all holidays in the schedule?
No, Your Honor, I do not want that. I want that to reflect because unfortunately, she goes back and forth. So I would like to keep at least that effective, and then we can do our own thing if we choose to.
You guys can always do.
Okay. I feel bad for the children. Right? I feel bad for the children. I understand. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even feel that bad for this dude. I feel bad for the children ultimately. That they have to go through a lot of this. Of course, guys, I'm curious to know, what do you think? Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.